W. Curtis Preston from TrueBit TV. I'm sitting here with Carl Eschenbach, President and COO of VMware. How's it going, Carl?
Good, thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So I have been a long-time fan of VMware. Ever since it saved my day. If we had 10 minutes, I'd tell the story of how VMware literally saved my bacon in the middle of an event that I was putting on many years ago, back when it was something I could download in 5 minutes and pay 30 bucks for.
The Workspace product?
Yeah, back in the day, right? And so you've been there, what, 12 years now?
Yeah, I've been fortunate and blessed enough to be with VMware for over 12 years. I joined with a couple hundred people, and it was really an R&D and engineering driven company, and I joined to build out the go-to-market strategy on a global basis for the company. And here we are from practically no revenue to $6 billion and 18,000 people on a global basis. So it's been an incredible run and a personal journey that I'll never forget.
Yeah, I can't imagine what it's like to be at a company that grows. I mean, I look at the EMC acquisition and what they paid and what the company's now worth. It's a little ridiculous.
It may be one of the most successful acquisitions in the history, clearly, of IT, but ever, right? If you look at VMware, when we were acquired by EMC for $635 million, and we're sitting here today with a market cap, somewhere in the $40 to $45 billion range, and EMC today still owns 80% of that.
Right,
so it's a pretty successful acquisition.
Yeah. So and when you started and as you got going, as you ramped up, you were the only game in town, and now. The guys from Redmond clearly, wanting a part of your action. What's that like to have a,
having been at VMware for so long, over 12 years, if I can just give you a timeline, I can remember where there was a company called Connectix, right? Connectix was the first company who was going to put VMware out of business. They were acquired by Microsoft. Then it was Microsoft who was going to put VMware out of business. And then the next technology came along, KVM, and then Xen. And then the next revision of Microsoft's Hyper-V, and now it's OpenStack, and then it's containers, right? Everyone's coming at VMware to try to displace what we have fundamentally done in this data center by abstracting everything off of hardware and delivering value through software. And while people look at these folks as competitors, we actually look at them as very complementary technologies to run on top of VMware. For example, at this show this week here at VMworld, we actually spoke about the fact that we now support technologies like OpenStack and containers, and most people thought they would be competitive threats to VMware. We think it's a market expansion opportunity, and we provide that infrastructure in the data center that gives us a common platform for service delivery, and everything can run on top of it. So, while people view these folks as competitors, in some cases they are, we also view them as very complementary technologies because we think all of them run great on top of us.
So you're not bothered by what is starting to become a proliferation of tools that help people use both tools together?
No, not at all. Again, we think we're uniquely positioned, having more than 50 million virtual machines on-premise in the enterprise today, and all of these new technologies now coming to market. We just provide a platform for them to easily get implemented into the enterprise. So we're excited about the innovation in the industry, and we think we'll help actually some of them accelerate their adoption. Things like Dockers in the industry today.
Yeah, it's I've seen it myself. We put on a series of seminars and we use an electronic audience response system. And one of the questions we ask is what platform you're using, and one choice is none. Almost never does anyone choose none, right? Everyone is using virtualization these days. And of course, VMware always wins the which one you're winning. So
that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing. So listen, thanks for taking the time to talk today.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me here today.
All right, and thank you for watching. Make sure to check out our other videos on TrueBit.tv.